Columbus's mistake, exploring America. Act 1, Scene 1, a shop in Italy, 1478. What was Columbus's mistake? He was sailing to Asia. He didn't know that North and South America were in the way. Nobody in Europe knew the continents were there.
For Columbus, I heard you're getting married soon. I just got some beautiful silk from China. It would make a fine suit for you to get married in.
It's beautiful, but it costs too much.
What can I do? The cost is high because Asia is a long way off. The roads are so dangerous.
It would be safer to travel by sea to Asia.
Safer? Everybody knows there are monsters in the sea.
Not so long ago, everybody thought the world was flat. Now we know it's round. There aren't any monsters in the sea.
I know you make maps. I know you've been a sailor. Tell me, if you know so much, why don't you find a way to sail to Asia?
Maybe I will.
Scene 2, Columbus's house in Italy. Columbus married Donna Filipa Pistola. Her father had sailed for Prince Henry, the King of Portugal. She gave all her father's maps to Columbus.
What do you think, Christopher? Is it possible to sail to Asia?
I've looked at your father's maps. I think it's possible. Everybody knows the earth is round, but I think the world is smaller than people say it is. I could sail west from here and reach Asia in less than a month.
In less than a month, are you sure?
I think Asia is only 3,000 miles west of us.
But nobody has ever sailed that far west before. You don't know what you might find.
I won't ever know if I stay here.
You'll need ships and money and men and lots of money for a trip like that. The only people with that much money are kings and queens.
If they give me the money to find a sea route to Asia, they'll even be richer. It will be safer and quicker and cheaper to bring goods back from China and India and Japan and the East Indies.
Which king and queen shall we ask first?
King John of Portugal.
Act 2, Scene 1, the court of Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand in Spain, 1492. For a long time, nobody believed Columbus's plan would work. The King of Portugal turned him down. Donna Filipa died. Columbus went to Spain. He asked Isabel and Ferdinand to support his plan. They thought about it for a long time.
I understand that Portugal turned down your plan, Columbus. Why should we give you money?
It's so much money.
Portugal has found an eastern sea route to India.
Then why do you want to sail west to Asia? Why don't you want to sail around Africa like they're doing?
Wouldn't you like Spain to have its own route to Asia? You wouldn't have to worry about Portugal or any other country getting in your way.
That would be more money for us.
Are you sure about this route of yours, Columbus? If you're wrong, we'll lose a lot of money.
I'm not wrong.
Very well. We'll give you ships, money, and a crew.
Scene 2, on the Atlantic Ocean, September 1492.
Why are the chairs still there?
On August 3rd, 1492, Columbus set out with the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, and 87 men. 3 days later, Columbus had some troubles with the Nina and the Pinta. He spent over a month on the Canary Islands getting the ships fixed.
I don't know about this trip. I have a funny feeling about it. Columbus knows what he's doing. How can he know? Nobody's ever sailed this far before.
He gets fish and cheese, not concerned.
What was that? Did you see that? A fire in the sky.
That was a falling star. That's not good. That's not good at all.
It's a bad sign. That's what it is. We'll never see Spain or Asia.
Act 3, Scene 1, on the Atlantic Ocean, 1492. The ships got stuck on the Sargasso Sea, which was filled with plants. The sailors grew more and more unhappy. Many of them wanted to turn back. Columbus told the crew that the ships had sailed farther than they really had.
We've sailed over 2,500 miles. We'll see land any day now. I want you all to keep your eyes open.
All I see is sea and more
sailor who sees land first a big reward.
What is good money or gold when there's nowhere to spend it?
If we see land, then it's got to be Asia. There'll be plenty of things to buy, like silk and spices.
How are we even going to get back to Spain? The wind will be blowing against us. We'll never be able to sail back.
I don't know. I've been thinking about that too.
I've had it. I want to go home.
Scene 2, on board the Pinta, October 9, 1492.
We haven't spotted land yet, but we will soon. I don't believe you. I want to go home. That way.
What about the wind? I don't even think we can get back home.
Don't forget the shooting star. That's a bad sign.
What kind of sailors are you? Are you afraid of little wind and water?
I'm afraid of this wind and this water.
All right, I'll tell you what you want to do. If we don't see land in 3 days, we'll turn back. We'll go back to Spain.
If we can turn back, then the wind will be blowing against us.
Scene 3, on board the Pinta, October 12, 1492.
Look over land. Look over there. Land ho. Good job, Rodrigo.
I knew he could do it.
That wasn't so bad. It's only been 33 days since we left the Canary Islands.
Rodrigo, can I borrow some money?
No.
Act 4, San Salvador, now the Bahamas, October 12, 1492. As you can see, Columbus didn't discover the Americas. Native Americans had been there for as long as 20,000 years. The Taino people who had lived on the island were friendly to Columbus and his men. Columbus still believed he had reached Asia. Neither the Americans nor the Europeans knew how this meeting would change this part of the world.
We've landed on one of the islands of the East Indies. I claim this land for Queen Isabel and King Ferdinand of Spain.
What do you think he's doing with that flag?
Maybe he's sending a signal to his ships.
Where do you think he came from?
You must now follow the rules of Spain.